Hi, welcome to Module 5, Week 5. This week we'll continue on with Little Red Riding Hood, but we'll be looking at the werewolf and its role in popular culture and ancient culture indeed. The learning objectives for this course are to look at ancient folklore of the wolf-man-beast figure, which features in a lot of stories and has continued on until today. We'll examine the nature of the folktale and its evolution. We will continue to examine the nature of the folktale. And we will begin to integrate cultural contexts, again, of gender in this time, possibly, and the societal function, most specifically, of this genre, this folktale. So most specifically, as I explained, you'll be looking at the man-beast figure, and this is a figure that has featured from really ancient times, well before the Middle Ages, although we'll be only going as far back as the Middle Ages, and we'll be looking specifically at a folktale. Yeah, I suppose it's a folktale. I'm not sure if folktale is the appropriate word for it, but that's the closest you could come to it. It's a story by an Anglo-Norman poet called Marie de France. We know very little about her. She wrote a series of stories of transformation, and one of them is called Bisclaveret. And Bisclaveret is a story of a werewolf, a man who turns into a wolf at night. And we're going to examine the connection between Marie de France's tale, Bisclaveret, and the story of Little Red Riding Hood. In ancient tales, there's a notion that man inside has this untamable beast, this savage element that needs to run free. Because in order to live in society, one must have social skills, sociability, and behave in certain ways. The untamed beast, or as Freud would perhaps call it, the id, is not allowed to come out in normal society. And so the medievals and the ancient Greeks and Romans even took this idea of this inner beast in man and had this beast reign free under certain conditions. And of course, you'll know from popular culture that those conditions often involved it happening at midnight, certainly outside from the normal family unit, very often in the woods, as you'll see in Bisclaveret. The man goes into the woods and he takes off his clothes, and the act of doing so in the woods is what helps his transformation into his beast-like state. So we want to look at that and see how that ties into this idea of Little Red Riding Hood. Are these two separate entities? How do the entities intersect, if they do at all? If you see the image that I've put up for this module that you're looking at now, you'll see the picture of a face coming out with a werewolf-like, hairy, wolfy face, and then there's the Red Riding Hood. The artist is Kiki Smith, and she did a series of Little Red Riding Hood paintings, sculptures, and drawings. And this is just a detail from a larger piece. And so she is obviously drawing that connection too, between the one figure being really two figures. So I think that's pretty much it in this module. I hope you find it interesting. And that's it.